But anyways, to get this a little bit back on track, it feels like there was another diversion we started to make right before Drake came up.
Because someone that famously does not like the West Coast is Dan Hurley.
Dan Hurley. I don't know if I would say that he doesn't like the West Coast. Did he say something about that?
Maybe this was commentary I heard after the fact, was the fact that, like, he's an East Coast guy, his wife's an East Coast gal.
Uh-huh.
So it also feels like West Coast people don't hate the East Coast like the East Coast hates the West Coast. Like, the East Coast...
Why is this being turned into a East... It's like, is he a rapper?
No. No, but I think this is like a general...
yeah, I mean, it exists,
like,
for sure.
that vibe of, like, an Eastern seaboard human
yeah.
is a lot less like, I'm not going west of the Ohio River. Those people don't believe in anything good. They're...
I guess I don't know. Maybe that is something with... But isn't he... Didn't he... was he ever in the NBA, or was that just his brother that played in the... Bobby Hurley? I guess I don't know if Dan Hurley ever spent time in the NBA. But I guess, like, I feel like part of it could be that, but also part of it...
That was also me just trying to stretch a transition to get from rap and music.
So there wasn't actually, like, a...
No, that was, like, an actual, like, point that people made was, like, more the moving away, but, like, the
fact that
his entire everything has been East Coast almost his whole life.
Okay, and so it's more people that are assuming that West Coast just isn't for him. That's probably...
Because it's a different universe.
Yeah. I think a big piece of it, obviously, is the very rare opportunity to three-peat a college championship this next season, looking like one of the top teams coming into the next year.
You're also inheriting a big old bucket of poop with the Lakers. Like, there's, like, you're locked into a direction. There's not, like, many, like, you're not inheriting, like, a Rockets where you can,
yeah, I mean,
you've got, like...
But it is also that you're being the head coach of the Lakers, which is an insane position.
Which, if anybody's going to be a weird, insane psycho with that title meaning nothing to them, it would be, like, Dan Hurley.
Like, he's not drawn by that.
That doesn't break it for him. He's like, I'm the coach of UConn. That's a pretty...
I don't know. I mean, if somebody that lives, like,
an East Coast guy, like a UConn guy as a child.
I think even the most biggest Boston Celtics fan, just thinking of, like, you literally have the opportunity at your fingertips to get paid more money than you're being paid right now to go be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, that's pretty nuts.
I'm not a head coach, so I can't.
You don't think there's anything there that's like it's like a just that prestigious, like, organization, like... What are we doing right now?
I think if you wouldn't have said the Boston part,
like, you're saying, even
if you would have said, like, you're like a big Knicks guy,
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not saying you would do it, but I'm saying that there's at least that feeling of, like, oh wow, that would be nuts. Even though I'm not a Lakers fan, I hate the Lakers. Being the head coach of the Lakers, like, that's like a pretty wild title. Like, that's not like a normal NBA team. It's not like the same.